to ForceCon. Make some noise for yourselves. All right, I'm your host, Blaze, and this weekend, man, it's gonna be a special one. Wait till you see it. How everybody doing today? Yeah! Now, this weekend is so special because ForceCon is the first federally recognized esports event. And I know my service members out there love that one, and all my future service members out there. And we got 6 awesome branches that's about to battle it out on the stage for your hearts, for the trophy and the prize. So let's bring them all out right now. Everyone make some noise for the U.S. Army. Now give it up for the Marines. Now make some noise for the Navy. Now I'm gonna need you to get higher. Make some noise for the Air Force. Now I need you to go beyond. Make some noise for Space Force. And last but not least, give it up for the Coast Guard. Now at this time, we ask for everyone to remove your hats and stand on your feet as we get ready to sing the national anthem, who will be sung by Airman First Class Adriana Parson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here in beautiful San Antonio, Texas, where the weather is nice, but the food is even nicer. But that's not why we're here, though. That's not why we're here. We're here for gaming, technology, and innovation. That's right, it's FORCECON 2022. Garrett, are you as excited as I am?
Oh, I cannot be more excited for today's competition. We have the best of the best from the armed forces. Everyone's out here and ready to compete today. We have so much competition ready for everyone at home to enjoy, and it starts right now.
I'm Why Not Be Reckless, aka Why Not Be Casting. This is my man Garrett Tools, Old Tool, and you know, these events, they didn't start just today. It didn't start just yesterday. I mean, even going back to last week, we had the honor of commentating over the Patrick Finals. We actually had the Air Force and the Space Force duking it out, dwindling down to the final 10 players to make it out here in ForceCon. And let me tell you, that event was crazy. And this one's gonna be even better than that one.
And it's crazy. Last week, we were in Florida where these teams battled it out. Space Force and Air Force. 4 teams came in, 2 came out, and they're here today at ForceCon, which they were selected by their coaches, ready to compete today. It's the top of the top competition in the armed forces.
We're gonna take a look at Team Army.
Let's get it.
Our entire team is filled with talent.
I'm just trying to do anything I can to be able to win the game. If I have to slay, I'll do that.
I know we can take them.
Any game is winnable, and we can get that win.
I think that everyone comes here wanting to win, but
Don't get too comfortable. We can make anything happen. If the Navy thinks they can bring it, get your scrims in and then come see us. To the other teams, good luck, but not really.
If it flies, it dies.
We are the first Marines to be here representing the United States Marine Corps in esports. It's just an honor to be here.
We have a lot of determination. We're gonna make our names for ourselves right off the bat.
These guys displayed energy and aggression. We get very good at slaying numbers.
Doesn't matter who we're playing against. Doesn't matter how many kills you get.
We are all skilled players. It's gonna be nasty.
Hoorah!
I'm always interested in the strategy and mindset and the hard work that goes into becoming one of the best in the world.
I want to frag out. I want to actually see my name and my little turnaround pose on the big screen. Don't let them get too far ahead.
You know, really playing together as a team is gonna, separate us and put us ahead of the other teams here.
I know that we can definitely make some waves, and if we're on our A game, we can cause some upsets and turn a few heads.
Go Navy, beat Army!
I think that one thing that our team has is communication and support.
I think the most important thing to keep in mind on match day is just to keep it calm and level. We've been playing together for a few weeks now, on and off, and this is a good time to really put it to the test.
I think our chances are pretty good at winning this tournament. It's super exciting for me to be a part of this.
I never thought when I joined 11 years ago that, I'd be playing any sort of game for the Coast Guard, let alone my favorite game, Halo. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I'm really happy to be here.
Watch out, Coast Guard's coming. Go Coast Guard!
I feel more excited and more competitive more than ever. It's definitely going to be nice playing on the big stage.
The other team, they're just another competitor that you have to get past.
We can absolutely beat anyone. Doesn't matter how good you are. When it comes to Halo or esports in general,
We can still slay better than you.
Air Force Gaming is a pretty stacked squad. There's guys in there that I've competed against as a professional player myself. I might have smacked them around on that level. I think there's definitely a chance to upset them and take them down. And regardless of how talented a team may be, we can beat them.
Semper Supra!
That's what I'm here to do, just execute.
Anytime we can help each other out, we know like what we're about.
It's definitely something that's going to go down in the history books and be looked upon.
I know we are all better than everybody here.
They're not going to beat us, but make them sweat a little.
Do whatever it takes for the win.
Then the game's over.
I feel like we are the only people that can beat ourselves.
We know all the routes, and we're together 24/7. They're done, so.
I'm just here to play my game and represent the Air Force.
Air Force! It's time to leave it on the line. It's time to get onto the main stage. Shyway, Magic, are you ready?
Tony Tools, damn right we are. How you guys doing? Great to be here. Of course, ForceCon, the U.S. Armed Forces tournament. We are armed and ready. By the way, I got a needler. I got Magic with me. And I can't help but feel like this isn't a fair fight.
I'm pretty sure I'm winning this 1v1 Shyway. I don't know about the teams out there, but I am ready with this energy sword. I'm kind of mimicking a Breakaway. His pose right there with the energy sword over his head. It looks fierce, and I want to see if they bring that to the battlefield.
Yeah, well, I'm not well equipped. I think what's for sure, Magic, is these teams are very well equipped. Of course, we got the Army, we got the Navy going head to head. Now, should be a hell of a series. And the only thing I'm thinking, though, is Army. They came to play. They're pushing to win this thing. Navy, on the other hand, a bit of a question mark as to whether or not they can take them. What are you thinking?
I mean, I think it's going to be a great matchup. What a way to open today's competition with these two teams. When they're walking out those player intros, they just looked ready to fight it out.
Every single series is going to be a best of 3. And, Magic, here we go. Our first game of the day. day in our ForceCon tournament. We got LMNO to kick things off, and look at the position he's got already.
Great high ground position up on that A-side ledge, and then Smiley here flanking around, so I like they're a little bit spread out, and they're not going straight for that objective because they know they got to put the Slays on the board first.
Yep.
Leafy picks up one, Fakey picks up another. They have the 4 kills on the board. That's going to get them some objective behind him. Also, Leafy holding that shot rifle. It's amazing at long range, but even at close range, you can deal out some heavy damage.
Yep, right now this is Leafeon with the shock. He's got 3 kills to his name. And by the way, Leafeon, this man came to play. I've heard he might be one of the most individually skilled players in the tournament, and we're already seeing why. There's a double out of him. We need to see something out of Navy to break through. Let's at least get the ball played off the map. But there you got a ball kill out of Fakey. So even Fakey putting in the damage while holding the objective. You can see Army, they're just so well coordinated. We're jumping into game 2 on Streets, and we've already got 2 kills.
We do have the U.S. Army up 1-0 in the series, but coming out at the beginning, 1 kill each for the players on the Army roster, a nice even spread.
This is difficult. We could just end it there. Magic 41-2 as they look for the final kills to close out this game.
And LMNO just went away from the frenzy. We saw him early in the game with the stalker rifle. Now it's back in his hands, but he has 3 of the Navy in front of him. He's forced to kind of double back. He has some help. There's the frenzy. He might get an assist on this other player. That assist does come through. Getting the kills, another frenzy. That's 2 frenzies and a running riot from the Army, and a dominant game 2.
Oh my God. Magic, I'm pretty sure 16-0 counts as a perfection for that game. So a perfection medal out of Fakey to close that one out in a very dominant fashion. Woo! That's got to be a blow for the Navy, no doubt. Not expecting that level of competition. The Army, they came to play, and it makes me wonder if they're here to win this whole thing.
You know what? We're not going to wait too long, because after this short break, when we come back, we're going to have our second round coming in, and we're going to have the best seats in the house. We get to commentate it. Ooh. Don't go anywhere.
Marine Corps and the Coast Guard will go head-to-head in our next series, and this one, Magic, I think is going to be a little bit closer.
You know what? Let's get right into it. We're going here on a live fire, and it's about to get live.
And look how fast they've been able to get this hill, right? They're halfway to their goal before even Coast Guard has been able to contest this hill. But when Coast Guard comes, they come soaring. All of a sudden, you see an overshield, a heat wave, all the goodies in their hand to take on this hill.
2 players down on each side, sniper in the hand, goes in for the no-scope to the body, whips out the battle rifle to challenge that player and puts him down immediately. Then the flank's gonna come in, utilizing the pancake. I'm hungry.
You're controlling that piece of utility to get this hill time and the first point on the board for the Marine Corps.
Meanwhile, Gambit trying to scare away Marine Corps as they get these final seconds in. Ladies and gentlemen, we are tied up at 2 apiece.
We could be going down to the wire, but Gambit has some things to say. The double kill and sniper in the hand.
This is bad, Garrett. All 4 members go down from Marine Corps. Coast Guard are now 1 hill away from taking game number 1 and momentum in this series. I'm a firm believer in momentum, and they are stealing it away. It's a point-based system, and Coast Guard Gaming once again are 1 point away from taking game number 1.
This is what's important. Coast Guard gave up a ton of time to start this match, but they prioritized the overshield, and now it's up to 6 Pulse to make some sick plays. Sniper in the back pocket, overshield now burned, but look how Marine Corps systematically find the angles to take down that overshield player and to recapture this hill, now only 15 seconds away from securing this game. They have to play perfect. They have to defend this point with all that they have. No mistakes.
Gambit flying in over toward the pillars, ends up going in on the challenge. Not gonna win one. The teamwork too strong for Marine Corps. That coordination, that teamwork, that fighting for your brother in arms is gonna come out on top in game number 1. Going into game number 2, we're talking Slayer on the very same map that we saw live fire.
It's just about getting kills and staying alive. So imagine some more unorthodox positions, some unorthodox pushes, because at the end of the day, if you can get the kill and stay alive, you're doing your job. Expect to see players take up the tower position towards back C. The elevation and the sight lines are so important, and you can funnel the spawns towards the A spawn towards that back garage. Now Coast Guard quickly on their back foot and having to show their resilience.
And it is almost a double-digit lead going in favor of Marine Corps. Zulon able to get yet another one. This was your player to watch for, and I'm seeing why, Garrett. Fundamentals, communication, and teamwork. Some of the things that these players have been learning throughout their entire career here in the armed forces, and they're putting it to work here on the virtual battlefield. Only 3 more kills needed for Marine Corps Gaming as Hero ends up going down. Hold on.
Oh, it's gonna be, no, come on, get the punch, and it's over. A little bit of a triple to end our first match. The crowd getting into it as the Marine Corps win 2-0. Coming up next, Air Force Gaming versus the U.S. Army Esports. These two teams look primed to go on a championship run today.
My name is Marcus Lovejoy. My gamer tag is Alumni. I'm a former Halo professional, transitioned from gaming professionally to coaching professionally. Now I'm a player manager, and I've managed many professional players over, many games.
My name is Anthony Canelos, and my gamer tag is Vicky. I feel like sometimes I try to pull like almost an in-game leader role, just kind of reel everyone in, try to stay on the same page. We try to stay focused, communicate. We can almost fit any role. If one guy's slacking, one of us can pick up the kills, get us across that line, get the win in the end.
With like Fakey, I heard a whole bunch of great things from his counterparts. He's got a lot of dynamic playstyle within himself.
My name is Jacob Swancott, and my gamer tag is Leafeon. The role I think I bring to the team is almost like an all-around player. I'm whatever role I need to be. Like if I need to play objective, I can grab ball, or if they need me to slay, I can slay. Halo Infinite is such a skill-based game that like almost everybody on your team needs to be able to do almost everything.
I had played with Leafy prior to this tournament and saw a lot of potential in him.
My name is Christopher Caudillo. My gamer tag is LMNO. As far as for the role of the team, I think at any given moment, I'm able to slay or play support at the same time. If I have to play support because everyone else is just doing great, I'll do that. If I have to slay because someone is not doing so well, I'll do that as well. In general, I'm willing to just fit in wherever I need to and play any role that's gonna give us the win.
There was a lot of consistent play with LMNO, pretty solid all-around shot, positioning.
My gamer tag is Call Me Smiley, and I'm Jared John Santos. I know what these 3 are capable of, so I play more of the support role / the objective player, so I'm the one that pushes a lot for the objective side and then support whatever these guys are trying to do.
I was following along Call Me Smiley, and he really impressed me with a lot of the majority of the games he was playing. Took some time and a lot of consideration, and it was super hard. That's how I came to this decision.
As long as we stay together as a team and play as a team, as a unit, we can decide our own outcome, and we can get that win.
I think we're all very focused. Everyone comes here wanting to win, and if we all just put our minds to it and realize that, hey, this is an opportunity that we all get a chance to compete while being in the military and just stay humble, I think we get a lot of good out of that.
The team that poses the biggest challenge to our team is probably the Air Force team, but I know we can take them.
But it's just a mental game, really. Like as long as we are mentally there in game, work together, and we can make anything happen.
What we're going to focus on, just our team style or team play, based on what team we're playing during this tournament.
To the other teams, good luck, but not really. Let's get it.
If it flies, it dies.
I heard we got a special guest. I heard we got WWE superstar Xavier Woods.
You can't talk about no one better than this man, Xavier Woods, here in the building. Look at this man, an absolute monster on the scene, looking to cheer his Air Force Gaming squad, repping it out. Make some noise for Xavier Woods.
Look at him command that. And he got some merch with him too. Let me get one of them. I didn't get that one. I didn't get that one. That's Xavier Woods. We're going to see more from him going forward, but he's already here. He's already making some noise. And listen to the crowd. They love some Xavier.
My guy, what you doing in the building today?
I wanted to come check out the games. Y'all are doing it right in here. This is for the first time ever having an event like this, and I'm not gonna miss that.
Exactly right, and we are doing it right because this is the first time that we've had an esports event federally recognized, and that is so important. Wouldn't you say so?
Definitely, of course. It's seeing the culture change, seeing things come to light that people didn't think would ever happen, you know? And so to be a part of that is just insane. It's wild.
Yeah, you've been a gamer for a long time, so I know you've been watching how esports have evolved over the years, and so it's so dope to have an event like this. Now, I hear that you got a pretty awesome gift for the MVP of this event, yeah?
So, if we could, please, we got a little something for somebody special. If you are the best, if you are the greatest, then you will be going home with your own WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
You need that. You need this belt right here. And we're giving this belt away to the most valuable player of this tournament so you could be a superstar as well, all right? Well, Austin, yo, it's been great up here talking to you, man. So, you know, everyone, give it up one more time for Austin Creed, and give it up for Air Force and Army as they're about to battle it out on this stage.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Air Force rosters through chalk with talent. Starting with Command Station, made her name in the Halo 5 2v2 scene. Posey, who's been absolutely lighting it up in Halo Infinite as a top AM. Schlags, who is a monster on the sticks. And of course, head coach Trey, he's here playing today, but you can see him on the HCS main stage behind Oxygen Esports.
We are going to dive into the action. You called it, that first hill right there in the bottom mid.
Right. Action finally on screen here, of course, best of 3 series. The Army and the Air Force head-to-head and bottom mid. If they get the map, then they can jump in the hill safely and start to control it. So here we go. We got Air Force in the hill, Command Station with a kill onto Leafy, and we talked about it coming in. That's a bit of a head-to-head. Leafy, he had the right idea, but he didn't spot Posey, who was hiding over in the doorway next door. So he'll take Leafy. Command Station brawling over in Whirlpool. She'll take her kill, diving in the hill as well. I think we got 2 members in there to clean up, but she's not worried. Make it a spree and a double onto Fakey. There goes the hill for Army.
There it is, first point on the board for Air Force.
Air Force, they played it slow and steady. They earned the map first, and boy, did that lead to control. That's the first point, but of course, like you said, not over. The hill just shifts. Magic, look at the positioning of Command Station in this situation, right? She's on the other side of the map, but she's crossing them up, doing damage, and that's making it easier for Schlags and team to pick up a double and put it to work. They're almost done with this hill as well.
Here's Leafeon getting some damage out, gets a takedown, covering this middle, but nobody's on the hill right now, so Leafy, I think he would probably rather sit back and kind of patrol, but he gets on the hill because when you need to, you take that objective time.
Oh, he sees him here too. Schlags, he cannot get the kill. LMNO clutching up with a headshot. And as long as they can get a perimeter around it, they might be able to lock it down. Looks like Trey will pick up Fakey. There's a perfect medal. LMNO could be the second.
Both zones 1 and 3 for Air Force. Their first point, their third point were slow and steady. They waited, regained map control, and then came back for the capture. This is something that Army have to have in the back of their mind as they get some early time on this hill.
And Magic, because of this, they now have 3 points, 4 to close the game. They're at match point right here, bottom mid, the point of contention. And once again, we saw it with the opening strat, deadly spot to be.
So a few things going in favor of Army as they try to cap this hill and look at that repulsor deflecting the grenade back away. A beautiful use of it.
Trey's on the Slacer. Fakey is alone and he can't take him. Everyone locking down this hill. If they hold on to it, Magic, this might be it right here.
That full team wipe, I think, is going to seal the deal for Army. They need to full sprint to the zone, but it's not going to be in time. Air Force Gaming hold on long enough to take map number 1.
Army, I mean, they did snowball it first time around, so it looks like they know their game plan coming into game 2 here. Fakey with the first kill on the board and the shotty, like we talked about, in his hands. Where did the rockets go? I think it was in the hands of Army as well. They're just tiptoeing around each other. Nobody wants to get aggressive without a teammate to help. This is where it really opens the floodgates. This is the opportunity to make big plays, and Command Station is the one to do it. She's still got a rocket in the chamber.
There's one takedown, another takedown from the other side. I think there's a player damage. It's LMNO, and Schlegs is wasting no time to come through and clean up. One player left behind him, actually on the commando spawn. Great damage, but waiting for the teammate to trade in and finish off the kill. Trey sweeps in. That's the team wipe we were talking about as we're just over 5 minutes remaining. Here come the Rockets. They just drop into the waiting arms of Schlegs. He gets the shot off. He finishes off with a melee. I do think that when it comes to these two teams, we've seen a lot of kind of stop and go gameplay from them. You see off-screen Trey finishes off a kill with a rocket, putting them just within 2 points. And now Smiley trying to escape with a Bulldog, but taken down as he's trapped between this closing force of Air Force coming in, and the game is tied 31-all.
What a game of Streets Slayer. Neck in neck, less than 3 minutes on the board. Air Force looking to get aggressive, and Smiley the first victim. 1 minute on the board, 42 now. Air Force with the advantage, and time not in the favor of Army here. Late game glow up here out of command station. She's looking to stay alive as well. 30 seconds on the board. Is going to put pressure on the Army, and down they go. A double for command station, and Schlegs, he's making him feel it. Magic, you were wondering, what do you use the Sentinel Beam for?
Clock not working in Army's favor. They need to play aggressive, but as they play aggressive, they're still getting taken down. Clock ticks down. That's game number 2 to Air Force.
What a game and what a series, down to the wire, back to back. I think if this one happens again, it could go either way, Magic, but a performance out of Air Force and a well-deserved victory.
I love to see the crowd getting involved. They are hyping up the Air Force. We got signs. We see the GOAT Trey being raised up nice and high, and you know they're proud of their team.
Space Force looked incredibly talented last Sunday, and Kabase, really that player to look out for. A local to my home state of Nevada. He is an absolute demon on the map, so make sure you look out for Kabase in this matchup. But the Marine Corps, they showed how resilient they are, and the way that they played in the last series that we watched was absolutely phenomenal. And I love how Space Force goes and prioritizes the shock rifle, but it's Waffles who shuts it down right away. That weapon can have devastating impact on this map. Making sure it stays out of the hands of Space Force is priority number 1.
Godriguez pushing down the low hole, ends up getting the stick right off of the floor. What a play coming out of Godriguez.
As long as you can maintain a C-splat or a spawn, that's how you can dominate this game, but Godriguez is dominating the kill feed thus far. Oh, Hero, no! Loses the fight. Camouflage still alive for Space Force as they've been able to control the hill. The spawns are next. They're down. Marine Corps trying their best to get in, but it's the Camouflage Godriguez getting another kill in the bottom hill.
Waffles trying to take an off angle here from the siege there. Gets right behind enemy lines. Beautiful shots onto the first. Now goes in for the second one. Does Waffles. It looks like Hero takes down another one. And just like that, Marines taking over.
This is what you want to see from Eslon. He got the camo, and he's immediately putting it to work. Cannot stay alive as it's Kabase trying to be the hero. Double kill, Kabase. Hill break for Space Force. Kabase has to be the hero. He's the only player that's able to get into this hill, but they're already Marine Corps just slicing them down. They've done it. They were perfect. 3 hills back to win the game.
Game number 2 on your way here. We have Marines looking for their second win and taking the series. Meanwhile, Space Force Gaming desperately wanting to send us to a game number 3.
Hero starting off strong, getting that double kill. And what's most important is he's controlling this lane for the team. To make sure that you're controlling each and every lane. But it's the Las Vegas native Kabase coming from behind. A triple kill for him.
Great shots coming in out of Ezelon right there. Wasn't able to get the kill, but forcing the entire Space Force Gaming team to back down. And then you saw Marine Corps really get aggressive once they got Space Force Gaming weak. Another 3 down. We're going down to the end game. It looks like Marine Corps going to be the first ones to get past the 40 kill mark. 42 on the board. Hero shutting things down. Big plays. 3 down goes Space Force Gaming. A fresh 3 down. Big backstab coming out of Kabase. Even earns the assist. Ends up getting the LPR for the second one. Beautifully played by Kabase.
Keeping your life on the line. Make sure you play your corners as it's 49-49, but no! Godriguez goes down. A hero was needed.
I'm Emmanuel Lovejoy, aka Hoaxer. I'm a coach. I've just been involved in competitive esports and Halo since 2009, so I've been in it for a minute. Being a part of a historical event like this, where it's never been done and it's backed by the US government, it's one of those things where I can be proud of.
My name is Houston Burns, gamertag Waffles. It's special because we're the first Marines to be here representing the United States Marine Corps in esports. It's just an honor to be here.
My name is Jariath Lamelli. My nickname is Rain. I'm a Lance Corporal of the Marine Corps. You know, it's an honor, right? It's not everybody's able to do this. It's like a historical moment for all of us.
I'm Lance Corporal Sean Tober. I go by Yuzu SIV. I'm just so happy and just proud to have such just great people around me, you know, with the other branches, the coaches coming out to come and help us. It's just an amazing opportunity that was just brought to us. I just can't be happier.
My name is Datsun Tober. I'm the United States Marine. My gamer tag is Hero JTR SR. So just being part of this event, I'm very, very thankful for it, especially being with these group of guys. They're all a lot younger than me, so you know, I just got to keep up with them.
What I was looking for in terms of a team composition, or a set of players that had some slaying capability, guys that could get a good amount of kills, that have good aim, showing a certain level of aggression. With Rain, he was racking up a couple of overkills. So I was like, okay, this guy can put up some slaying numbers. Ezelon, he's got like a good shot. Hero, he's like pretty charismatic, vocal. Waffles, he's got that cool, calm, and collected attitude. It's a good balance to round out the rest of the team. So that's kind of like what I noticed with these guys.
For me, the role that I feel like I fill out is the spotter, a little bit of the slaying side, but also kind of just a distractor.
I personally think my role within this team is, as Hoax mentioned, to keep the team calm, cool, and collected. I'm one of the main slayers with Ezelon. Once we start getting the comms rolling, it's very good.
We have those moments where we need to look back at ourselves and be like, hey, we need to work on this, right? We need to push further to better ourselves as people and as a team together.
As long as we can keep calm and collected and just make sure we're playing together and not just going rogue, we got this.
We are all individually skilled players, and once we are reading the same book together, it's going to be nasty.
There's only 4 Marines representing the whole Marine Corps in the Armed Forces Championship, so if you're good, you're good. If you're not, then it's going to show.
I think we've got a good shot of winning this event. It's an honor to be able to be in the company with these Marines and the rest of the servicemen.
We have a lot of determination. We're going to make our names for ourselves right off the bat.
I mean, we're Marines, we're prideful, and that's all there really is to that.
You know, once again, we got to keep Chief hidden. But what won't be hiding are the players on the map here. We are finally ready to go with game 1 in our lower bracket final.
And it is going to be a Strongholds recharge with players right out the gates making that fight for the active camo. Smiley taking down a nice kill and kind of trying to preserve his life there in the low ground. Tough place to hide. And here we see Ezelon. You said watch out for him as a sniper. Right. He already has the shock rifle.
Oh, he beelined to it right off the start, so you know he's looking to make plays. But can he line it up? Of course he can. There goes Leafy. And of all people to take out with a snipe, what a way to start things by killing Leafy. We're still seeing a lead on the side of Marine Corps, though Army are sneaking up. They do have AB locked down. Fakey. Speaking of being sneaky, Hero did not see that one. He probably should have checked his right.
Yeah.
Because of it. Oh, a double.
Oh, nice plays here from Fakey. You know, kind of jukes left and right, maybe breaking some ankles along the way to secure A. And we see that fight has shifted off of the B spawn. Now over to A, a beautiful headshot coming out from Fakey. He already has 7 kills on the board.
Uh-oh. And you might not want to pick a fight with Smiley, by the way. He's got a sword. He is baiting players to this door for good reason. Oh, what?
Oh, he landed the melee before the sword slice came through.
No way. Waffles gets away with murder, and I don't know how he did it. Maybe a little miss on the right trigger there, but somehow the sword player does not come out with the exchange, and the Marines are given a little second wind here. Can they hold it?
There's only seconds left, and that's it. U.S. Army lock it down with some strong defense and solid offense.
Smiley gets the OS. What is this?
Ezelon had 3 players busy, and the only player that wasn't occupied with him is Smiley. Sneaks through for that overshield, gets a nice pick. Second grenade didn't really work out so well, but immediately adjusting, and that ability to just adjust on the fly is really setting Army apart with that nice takedown. Meanwhile, Fakey is lurking behind, going for a backspec, going for the grenade, going for both of them with the help of LMNO, and then turning it into a double kill.
It couldn't have gone worse for the Marines. And if Fakey lines it up, you know it's over.
Oh, an extra snipe too. He doesn't even care that he burned an extra round of the ammo because he did it for the style points. He's feeling good coming back around with BR, and he lands another snipe going for the triple. I want this to be a snipe from Fakey.
Oh!
It is the body shot, the VR cleanup for the Steak-tacular.
My name is Kenny Johnson. I'll go by Coach Clutch. Way back in the beginning of Halo 3, I've owned a LAN center with my family, and then throughout having, those, I was approached by other Halo players or like semi-pros at the time, and then they were saying that, we wanted to find someone to help direct the other players so that he could worry less about trying to teach them all and just play his game, and then by directing everybody, it will help them get up to his level. So anytime we can help each other out, we know like what we're about. I'm excited to be back with my baby.
My name's Cole Schlegel and I go by Schlegs. I definitely feel like I'm a utility player. I kind of do what needs to get done. I know how to play the OBJ. I know I can main slow when I need to. So it's just finding where we're not performing particularly well during that map and being able to fill that role adequately.
My name's Trey Christensen. I go by Trey. I wasn't confident in myself being picked. I knew that I had to come out and perform. So that's what I'm here to do, just execute. Just excited to be a part of the team and sort of finalize it and then, practice leading up to Saturday and then perform.
My name is Allison Stevenson and I go by Command Station. I'm more of like a sniper, slayer, but I can also be like an anchor. Like I'm where my teammates need me to be, and if somebody needs me to run with them, I'm always there to support. I definitely think I lucked out, just being in the military and then just being in this position to be able to be here. And yeah, I'm just here to play my game and represent the Air Force. I'm excited.
My name is Shane Posey and I go by Posey.
I just fill in where I need to. I can main slay, I can do OBJ, I can do support really well. That's actually what I do. Support is mainly on my other teams, but yeah, I just kind of IGL a lot and then just fill in where it needs to be filled. I'm not trying to be egotistical when I say this. I know we are all better than everybody here. So as long as we play how we're supposed to play, then we'll be fine. It's just comes down to teamwork and listening. It's never about the skill because we all have that, and that'll come game day. It's just how we communicate and play with each other, and we're our biggest challenge because I feel like we are the only people that can beat ourselves.
With Halo Infinite, it's a lot of teamwork. When we get on LAN, everyone's gonna be able to shoot back around the same rim. But when we get to teamwork and everything, if we're shooting ourselves in the foot, that we're gonna just lose the games ourselves. They're not gonna beat us. We're just gonna lose all the games ourselves. And so then that made it, we're like, okay, I still have to pick everyone and do this whole combine process. So then, yeah, they weren't sure because I was giving them the poker face and the cold shoulder the whole time to be like, nope, we're gonna do the process. I'm switching teams. I'm not letting you play with your friends. I'm letting you get comfortable, just to kind of see what everybody's about and how they kind of handle that adversity, and can they just stand on their own merit and know that like, no, I've got what it takes. He's gonna see that, They picked him for a reason, and the other coaches, and then there's us both being HCS coaches, like, I know he knew, like, okay, he'll know what he's doing. So maybe it might not be us, but they should have felt like it was. But then when you're looking at when I had him playing twos, you could see that those little individual things, that the reasons that would make me want to do that, they didn't necessarily exist. It was like, okay, they have that little bit of extra ceiling to grow for in the next 2-3 days, to where it's like, okay, I'm gonna keep the roster, but make them sweat a little, see what they can kind of do on their own to really see how to get the most out of everybody when we want to grow this roster, and then go from there.
We got Xavier Woods up here, so that must mean one thing. You must got a presentation. You must got something to present to her.
Well, there's a little something that I came with here today that I showed everybody, and that is this fantastic WWE Championship. And as I stated, it is going to the MVP, and that is Command Station!
That is a beautiful belt you have right here. What does it mean? How does it feel to be here with everyone cheering for the Air Force? You guys got so many fans in the building. They've been absolutely keeping this place electric. How are you feeling right now?
It feels amazing. It feels great to represent the Air Force and to represent women in gaming as well.
Oh yeah, bring it up. And I got a chance to watch you play in the big Halo tournaments in the open bracket, and now you're out here dominating for the Air Force. Tell me a little bit about your team and how did you guys get here?
Oh man, I just got my team together. I just hit them up one by one, and then we played in the last call qualifier together, and we made it here. So.
All right, Air Force in the building, getting it done. Allie, any last shout-outs you want to give, any thanks you want to give to the people out there who've been supporting you?
Just telling everybody thank you. I wouldn't be where I am without all these amazing people in my life, so.
All right, y'all. Everybody give it up for her one more time. That's going to do it for us here on the main stage. Let's break it down.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your grand finals. I'm ready. You have Air Force Gaming looking very strong, but again, that U.S. Army, man, making statements left and right, just continuing to get better and better. This is the most dangerous team that we have here in the tournament. We are on our way here. Game number 1, oddball on streets. Command Station already fighting over the Rockets. Early Schlags trying to get an angle over towards the B railing. Immediately will be dealt with. Smiley going in for individual challenge, utilizing that thrust, gets himself a double kill, and already we're seeing a fight between both of these squads.
Oh, Smiley leading the back end of the Bulldog. Posey with 2 and make it 3, the triple kill, and Schlags gets it all to go through 4 down. Air Force Gaming responding quickly. And this is an interesting choice by Air Force Gaming. They've decided to drop the ball and not get time. A risky proposition because U.S. Army still trying to find these slaves. And although they could have maybe gotten another 6, 7 uncontested seconds of time, they decide to play for the slaves, and it looks like it went to their favor as Command Station, the MVP, dots off the first round of Oddball.
Missing the melee, but getting the shots and sacrificing that kill so his teammates can look good. The assist goes in. Ball in the hands of Air Force Gaming. Once again, Fakey trying to stop him, but it's not going to be enough. Fakey goes down. Smiley goes down. LMNO finally able to find the kill. But while all that happens, Air Force Gaming have rotated that ball toward the subway side. U.S. Army needs to get the ball out of their hands.
It's do or die, and it's time to move forward for the U.S. Army. They need to find these next couple slaves. But who else but Posey to break it all open? He's had 19 kills thus far, and he has U.S. Army on their back foot.
Command Station going in for the trades. Melee's coming in, but while that happens, Posey just sees an easy opening towards the ball. 86 points in counting, dodging nades left and right. Schlage's doing an excellent job of putting his body on the line to slow down the enemy team's push. Command Station going in for the trades. Melee's coming in, but while that happens, Posey just sees an easy opening towards the ball. 86 points in counting, dodging nades left and right. Schlage's doing an excellent job of putting his body on the line to slow down the enemy team's push. Smiley not able to take advantage of the Rockets. Now Trey has it, goes in for a snipe and taking the B stairs. That ball ends up out of the hands of Air Force Gaming, but 3. Do not let that heat wave or sniper rifle into the hands of any player, especially this one on screen, Posey.
Posey's been an absolute demon today, but look at this. U.S. Army coming out strong, able to find the first 3 opening picks, able to dictate their pace. And if I'm alumni right now, I'm saying, hey, take a look towards your right. Take a look at that trophy. Do you want to win it? Do you have it within you to take home a championship? Because you have to be perfect. Over at Tower, it's Schlags who gets behind the opposing lines. He has yet to die, and it's not starting anytime soon. We'll see ya go swimming with the fishes.
Trey being disrespectful right there. Ain't no reason for him to go for that mind the gap. He not only was going for perfection for a bit, but then styling on them with the repulsor. You know I like what I see. Meanwhile, Command Station coming right up a spawn, making her presence known immediately, pushing that sandbag. One ends up going down, but she's able to equalize the situation. 2 down for each of the teams, and Schlags is back on the map with the power weapon.
You can see how Posey, really the tip of the spear right here, trying to get behind the fleshy defense of U.S. Army with that heat wave, and it's coming in dividends. Look at the double for Schlags, and it's all because of the aggressive play with that heat wave, giving a triple overkill on the horizon as Schlags tries to keep on forward. Goodbye, go swim with the fishes.
It's a 40-18 lead in favor of Air Force Gaming. U.S. Army started off with a 4-0 run. I don't know what happened to that lead.
It comes down to the teamwork and ferocity. There is no breathing room, a suffocating presence on the map from this Air Force Gaming squad.
Posey stealing away that tower side control, dropping the drop while having a little bit of defense, finding the back of LMNO. Air Force Gaming are 6 kills away from becoming your champion.
Air Force has something to add to their case. Let's see them get the job done, killing frenzy for Air Force Gaming. I'm not sure we'll have to keep this playing as we see players trying to find those last couple kills, but it looks like we're gonna have the end 50-19 Air Force Gaming getting the job done as they're gonna stand up and take what is rightfully theirs, the trophy for ForceCon.
Air Force Gaming, your favorites coming in. The crowd is going wild right now. They have earned their right to become your champions, undefeated through the winner's bracket, all the way towards the grand finals, and they remain undefeated.
Air Force Gaming, your ForceCon champions.
Wow, coming out on top with the first Armed Forces trophy. Give it up one more time for the Air Force in a dominating performance. Didn't drop a mat the entirety of the tournament. Put some respect on it. You guys are awesome. Any last minute shout outs, any last words you want to give, Trey?
They're frying, honestly. Like, all three of these players are phenomenal. They're going to do great things in the HCS. So I'm really excited to see sort of their careers flourish. But it was fantastic teaming with them. They listened great. We literally were just absolutely dominating. So it all came down to teamwork, and we went over strategies and map vetoes and the whole nine. So we put an effort into this, and it paid off.
It paid off to have a perfect tournament, okay? Give it up for the Air Force one more time.